and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia and we are so happy that you are with us today. We have a special treat. We are looking at 5 hacks for a punch that you might want to use when you create your cards, creating those special moments. Let me show you the punch that we're going to use today for our 5 hacks. However, you can use any decorative punch that you want to use. Now here's the punch that we're using, and this is the Elegant Punch from Stampin' Up. So let's go ahead and head down to the crafting table and let's get started. The first hack that we are going to look at is creating a border on your card. So we want you just to take a regular A1 base card and go ahead and get your punch out. Now we want to turn it upside down and we are going to line up this part right here with our edges right here on the decorative part of the punch. So let's go ahead and make sure it's lined up. And now we recommend that you start about 1/8 of an inch past the end corner. So let's go ahead and get that lined up. And lining it up just a little bit in, you can get 3 of those punches right across your border. So let's go ahead and do it again. Line it up. Look at that. So very pretty. Now, all you have to do, put another piece of paper on the inside to show off that border, or before you punch it, go ahead and lay down your DSP, glue it down, and then punch it, and let me show you the card that it makes. Here is a beautiful landscape card that we created using the punch to punch out that border. We simply added our DSP first. We also used the beautiful stamps from Elegantly Said that you're just going to love. We put a few mats on and then just punched it out, and now all of a sudden you have this beautiful landscape card. And putting another piece of paper on the inside just really makes that pop. Don't you think so? Now let me show you another card that we created the border on. We used this beautiful DSP and it's called Hand Pinned. Isn't that gorgeous? We simply adhered it to our card, punched it out using the little tips that we gave you, and you have a beautiful card. Hack number 2, we are going to take a look at actually punching out corners of the card. So we are going to line up our corner right here. And once again, we're using those edges in our punch to line it up right on the corner of your paper and punch it. Now go ahead and do the other side. Line it up right on those corners. And now you have the beautiful corners of a card already punched out. Once again, you can add a mat right on the inside and it really makes those corners pop, doesn't it? Let me show you an example of what we've done. We cut the corners out and we embossed this mat. We used our beautiful stamps from Elegantly Said, and then we added some of their gorgeous rhinestones. Oh my goodness, look at these rhinestones that you can get. So very pretty. We added a mat, used the stamp on the inside. Now let's look at what it might look like if we punched the corners out and laid it on the card. So we have a card right here. We punched out those corners earlier. We're going to go ahead and lay down a mat. And now we're just going to lay those corners in. Now look at that. The ones that you punched out on the corners, you can just use as corner pieces on your card. How pretty is that? And let me show you a card that we've already done just like that. We punched out those corners and simply laid them on top of beautiful DSP once again from that hand-pinned DSP. And now all of a sudden you have an entirely different card that you can make. We went ahead and we used the stamp to give us just a subtle little flower on the inside. And we're using all the new in colors. We're using pale papaya, polished pink, soft succulent, evening evergreen, and they're just coming out so pretty. So let's move on to the third hack. Look at what we decided to do. We created a shaker card. And we will list how to make shaker cards down below one of our videos. We created a shaker card, and all you have to do is simply punch out that area using your elegant punch and then create that shaker card. So much fun. Moving on to our fourth hack, we are going to create labels. Now, the way you create a label, and I will tell you that all the measurements will be listed over on our blog, but you need a strip that's 1 3/4, and this very easily goes through your punch. I put it right through the end and then just slip it up to however long you need your label. Punch it, and now we simply put it in from the other side so that we can create a beautiful label. And we need our label to be about this long. And now we have a beautiful label. Let me show you some cards we created using this hack. Look at this beautiful label that we created. And we used the stamp from the stamp set, Elegantly Said. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, we love checkered and striped paper. So pretty. Couple layers and you are ready to go. And another label, look at this one. We used the DSP Pattern Party DSP. Just created a fun card. We stamped our label. We made it as long as we needed using that hack. And there we have a card. Now you can take that same hack, and we're moving into our fifth hack for this punch. We are going to create a bookmark. So the first thing you need to do is get the end of your bookmark, that beautiful little scroll. So we're going to punch it. And now you simply add that to another piece of paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it with Garden Green using one of the stamps. And we want to add some flowers. So we're just going to bring in a piece of paper. And we are going to use our Melon Mambo only because we are stamping on our beautiful polished pink paper and we want it to be a darker shade. And now all we do is we take our top mat of the bookmark and we glue it down on another color. And then we're just going to cut around. Now we have our beautiful bookmark that you can use. Remember, you can always punch a hole right here at the end so that you can add a ribbon. And let me show you another bookmark that we created. We went ahead and ran this through the embossing machine just to give it some more dimension. And we have 2 bookmarks right there. That is our final hack to share with you. So we have our label end, but we created bookmarks with it. And here are our labels that we created with this beautiful punch. We also created a shaker card. So much fun. We created our corners. We added the corners here, and we punched out the corners on this card. And we added a border for our card. We hope you enjoyed these hacks using the Elegant Punch. That's the brand new punch that will be in the annual catalog for Stampin' Up! And remember, you can use these hacks with any punch that you have that has kind of a decorative end. We hope you received a little inspiration. Please give us a thumbs up and help us grow our channel. We would love it if you would subscribe. So Monty and I want to wish you a wonderful day. Go out, be safe, be healthy, be creative in your crafting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.